Girl, she hates the comb. Ooh. Gotta love Cece by Argon. I love my Arbonne. But I got a small canvas to work with. Should I have shaved my brows off? To make this hair makeup fit? Or at least glue them down, girl. Nah. With cheeks like these, who needs contour? Come on, cheekbone. Hello, children. It's been a while since I've recorded anything Rupaul related, but as you can see, I've been working on something. It took me a couple of weeks because I have a day job, I've had a cold, so I've been sleeping a lot to go with that, and I have no mannequin or sewing machine, so that does cause a lot of extra work. Just putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, measure it, pin it, take it off, put it on, measure it, pin it, take it off. You get the point. But yeah, so I'll just go through a few of my ideas about my opinions about the past 6 shows that I haven't actually talked about yet. So, episode 2, The Double Elimination. And to be perfectly honest, it brought to mind season 5's Double Elimination. Both lip syncers were boring as hell. Both lip syncers had the same expressions on their faces when Rue told them to get the hell off the show. And yeah, they were boring. Boring. Lifeless. Put me to sleep. And with that song should not be boring. You have to embody the song, embrace the song, know what it means, know what it's talking about, feel it here. Because basically it's a song about a woman who's been left by this dumb jackass who just up and left one day. No explanations, no reasons. Just left a broken hearted all alone after all the effort she's put into him. And then he comes back expecting her to be all alone still? No, the feeling you gonna put into that song is you are pissed off and not having it. So you had to have some of this in that lip sync, but ain't none of that. You gotta have your face in that lip sync. There ain't none of that. It was just meh. So yeah, they both went home for that reason. That's the quintessential drag song. You don't mess that up. Episode 3. Now, after that one, Rue calling up somebody saying, how soon can you get her? And I know I'm not the only one who's saying, okay, it's too early in the season for them to bring back anyone who was in that season. So, which deserving queen from a previous season are they going to bring back? I'm thinking Willem for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe Rue would have given him another chance, but apparently not. Or Pork Chop, at the very least, because she is the most deserving queen. She's the one who went home first, ever. Didn't get to show anything. It would have been nice to see her. But no. Rue decides to be just a little bit lazy. Yes, I said it, Rue. And picked the queen she sent home from the very, very previous episode. Naysha Lopez. The one who gives the I can't sew excuse. And yes, by now it's an excuse, and I'm sick of hearing it. Like I said, I made this myself. hand stitched. This is my first ever dress made. I ain't have no sewing machine. I ain't have no mannequin. On RuPaul's Drag Race in that workroom, you've got both. So you have no excuses. You could at least glue the shit together. A hot glue gun is a queen's best friend. It is. No matter what you say, Derek. So yeah, episode 3, Naisha comes back. And they do a music challenge. And they do a acting challenge. She does okay. Okay. Bob. You cannot touch Bob in an acting challenge. You just cannot. No matter what you say, Thorgy, you cannot touch Bob's acting. That was hilarious. That was funny as hell. Yeah, and I said, Betty, close second. Yeah, definitely like a psychopath. And then we get to the runway and find out poor girl can't skate. This episode, I really thought that Robbie Turner would go home, cause that was some uber crappy acting. But no, Miss Cynthia Lee Fontaine, who grew on me actually, she's cuckoo like her cuckoo. She just cuckoo. Go watch Memoirs of My Cuckoo on her channel on YouTube. Okay, subscribe to the bitch. But yeah, poor Cynthia. I think there was a language barrier there somewhere. She just didn't quite get it, you know? So yeah, they had to lip sync, and the main runway was skates. Skates. Health and safety room. Really? So yeah, they get out there, and Cynthia, wisely I think, chose to do heels, because Robbie ends up breaking one of the light bulbs and then falling off the stage. Thankfully, they had those patty thingies around the edges. Yeah. Would have been safer not to have skates in the first place, but oh well. So, poor Cynthia went home. I'm gonna miss her on the show, really I am. And episode 4, Naisha's still around. Good on you, good for you, whatever. And it is a musical challenge. Now, yeah. 80s music. I think that was one of the only good things about the 80s. And yes, I am actually old enough to know. Shut up. Bob, Thorgy, and Acid joined up in the New York team. And Thorgy thinking too much. Which we see later becomes kind of a trend with Thorgy. Get out of here. Get it out here. Get it on here. And when you get it on here, edit. Bob is really trying to take this seriously and really trying to work it, but Thorgy's getting distracted with her own thoughts, and the team best friends isn't helping. Cause Miss Kimchi, Miss Naomi, and Miss Robbie constantly in Thorgy's ear, and she's actually responding. She should know better, but oh well. And Acid doesn't need to say a damn thing. Acid's just sitting there laughing, cause it is funny. It is funny from this side. It is funny from the outside of it. But Bob is getting pissed. Thorgy's not really taking it seriously. What can you do? And yeah, Chi-Chi, poor Chi-Chi got on Team Leftover with Britney Spears and a chick who can't sew. Yeah. And they both disagreeing with her on a costume. The bitch that can sew. Yeah. So, not surprising. Well, at least I wasn't the least bit surprised. Miss Naisha, well, they're in the bottom 3. you can't really. Yeah. Naisha Lopez and Miss Chi Chi DeVane end up having a lip sync. Now, Naisha, when Trixie came back last season, she actually managed to stick around for one extra show other than her return show. Okay, you didn't break any records. Uh, Miss Chi Chi, she did that. She ate that. She killed that. Good on you. Miss Naisha, rule number one of any lip sync for your life in Drag Race: keep your shoes on. Keep your shoes on, and if you can, keep your wig on. If Rue is happy if it comes off on its own, she's fine with that. But if you take it off in the beginning, yeah, your wig fell off, but you took your shoes off before the song started. What kind of drag queen are you? So, yeah, Naisha went home. I'm not surprised. Episode 5, Snatch Game! One of the 2 episodes everybody and their mama is waiting on every single year, every single season. And, yeah, Acid, that was, ow, no. That was bad. That was really bad. I know exactly who I would do for a Snatch Game. It was the first thing that popped into my head, because when the show that this particular person was on came out, that was what everyone told me I sounded like anyway. And that was the character everyone told me was me. So, you know who. It's either that or Joan Rivers. Let's be honest. Can we talk? But yeah, Acid Betty, that was some sad watching. And Miss Chi Chi DeVane, absolutely marvelous, darling. Uh, I never laughed so hard watching Chi Chi DeVane and Bob the Drag Queen. I never laughed so hard before on any other Snatch Games. That was some funny shit. Miss Naomi, I don't know who you were playing, but whoever it was, whatever it was still meh. And Robbie, when someone asks you what's in this season, you're supposed to be impersonating the editor-in-chief of Vogue. You should know damn good and well what's in. Don't say, how the hell should I know? Say something like, whatever I'm wearing, or something. That was wrong. No. So, yeah, I laughed my ass off at Bob, had a good few chuckles at Miss Chi Chi. Even Kimchi made me laugh in a, oh, she did not just do that type of way. But yeah, we go on to, yeah, I did kind of enjoy Thorgy's Michael Jackson. But again, it was a, she did not just do that type of thing. So we go onto the stage, and poor Acid Betty. Just when we're starting to see the softer side of her in Untucked, they actually show she's got a heart. She actually cried during this episode, and she goes home. Well, my personal opinion, they should take a cumulative look at what they're bringing to the stage when they're thinking of sending somebody home, because this is her first bad one. But it's also her last, unfortunately. So, yeah. Episode 6. Yeah, episode 6. And they're coming back, and nobody's really sad to see Acid Betty go home, which, girl, that hurts. And everybody's really happy that Bob is winning. Now, I said this in the very beginning that my top three were Bob, Acid, and Kimchi. One of them's gone home, but Bob do bring it to you every ball. And so do Kimchi, unless it involves dancing. And Thorgy, you say Acid Betty has a bad attitude, but just this entire episode 6, the entire episode, the ugh and the eye rolling and the talking down about Bob and Chi-Chi. I'm like, really, Queen? Who has the bad attitude? Complain, 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 and bitch and moan. And you've been doing this for other episodes too. I'm like, what? What? Pot calling kettle black, baby? Anyway, this episode is the other episode that everybody and their mama looks forward to. The library is open, darling. Yeah, I had a few good reads myself. Acid Betty, such a shame that after we finally see that itty bitty little heart of yours under the 40 layers of permafrost, you get sent home. And Derek Berry. Yeah, Brittany called. She wants her act back. But yeah, Bob again slaying it, and yeah, wins the mini challenge. We're not surprised, cause a funny bitch can be a shady bitch easy. Easy. And people are still not happy. Thorgy definitely not happy, and everybody giving Bob the side eye. Bob just having fun. I can see it. She having fun. She's on the show that every drag queen in the world wants to be on. We're still lobbying for a RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Bring it over here. We have to cheat to see it. Bring it here. Because Logo don't share. But yeah, she's having the time of her life on pretty much everyone's favorite show. And if they say they don't like it, they're lying. Okay? I have 4 converts. 5 converts. So, yeah. Today's, well, season, the episode is themed after The Wizard of Oz. Friends of Dorothy celebrate. And they bring in Little Women of LA. I'm kind of thinking that might have been a little bit shady, just a little bit. But yeah, I think nobody noticed. Little Women? Munchkins? No? Nobody noticed? Oh well. But yeah, again, Thorgy's complaining and getting mad when she's looking over at another queen. Stop looking at the other queens and do your own damn job. But yeah, she's looking at Chi-Chi and seeing that Chi-Chi is claiming to have finished her outfits and the other queen's outfit, her partner's outfit. And like, yeah, she is wasting time, but it's not your time. Work on your shit. Stay out of everyone else's business, and you go far. Pay no attention to what's going on the side. Again, too much in here. Quit looking around. Quit internalizing. Do your job. Done. And Derek. What the hell was that? Yeah. You go on and on stage. You go on and on about how you hemmed this, you sewed it, you hemmed that, untucked, you hemmed. They don't care how you get there. They only care about what you bring with you. And, dear heart, I don't care if you hemmed it, stitched it, sewed it, handmade the entire thing from the top to the bottom, from rooter to the tutor. It looked like a bag of shit. Okay? At least Chi Chi looked like that looked something like you would wear somewhere. On the corner, most likely, but at least you wear it. It was put together. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you wear. Just what it doesn't matter what you do with it. It just matters what it looked like. It's on a runway. What it looked like. It looked like shit. No doubt about it. It looked like shit. Chi Chi. Yeah, you could have thrown some more on there because you had the time. And Robbie, you're lying quite frankly, very much resembled your poodle. Yeah. No. Um, and everyone was celebrating when Bob came into the workroom and said that his had fallen apart. That's not nice. And I gotta say, for 15 minutes, she brought it. For only having 15 minutes to work with it, bitch, you did that. It's a good thing you're safe. Is if I had known, if you had told the judges, or if any of them had known that you only had 15 minutes to put that whole look together, the top to bottom, you probably would have won that. You would have gotten a lot better criticism. You should have mentioned it, cause they did ask who needed to be sent home, and they did ask for Queen's opinions on the stage today. Now everybody going for Miss Derek Barry. Yeah, you ain't cute. A couple of them going for Miss Chi Chi. Yeah, it was cheap. You could have done more. But for Thorgy to say he pissed her off, stop paying so much attention to everybody else. Robbie Turner and Derek Barry end up in the bottom too. Not surprising, because, yeah. Just, oh yeah. The costuming, pardon me. The costuming, the makeup, just, meh. I mean, Robbie, your little woman was cute before you got a hold of her. She looked hard. But yeah, Robbie Turner. Robbie, you being in the bottom two is what saved Derek Barry's ass, because she is a performing queen. She is a dancing queen. Had she been up against Chi Chi, might have been more of a struggle. But yeah, Robbie Turner goes home. And here's the thing. After that one, I was kind of expecting Derek to be the next one to go home, because, yeah, for 13 years you've done Britney Spears. When you get to Snatch Game, you do Britney Spears again. And I think that's the only reason why they kept you around, to be honest. And it wasn't even that good of a Britney Spears. I mean, you didn't even do her accent. She does have an accent. You couldn't even be bothered to do that, yeah. No. As far as Snatch Game goes, the best ever Britney Spears was Tatiana from season 2. Just saying. She killed it. And you just didn't stack up in comparison. But anyway, on to the next show. Episode 7. Back in the workroom. Not in Kansas anymore. And Thorgy, we're still going with the and there's just drama, a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of shade thrown at what people brought to the stage. So we go into the mini challenge, and sexy mini drawers. Nice. Thank you, Rue. I know that's for the people watching at home, and for those poor queens you've got in that prison. It's a prison, because there's no major point to it. I mean, really, she won a mattress. Wow. But yeah, it's another acting challenge, and as I said, you cannot touch Bob's acting. You cannot, especially on this show where all your acting has to be funty. It's got to be funty. And Rue and the judges have decided to pair the queens up. Now, the two queens it didn't really work as far as trying to throw shade at each other because they're friends, friendsies, which is why they didn't do too well. Well, one did okay, the other one not so much. Sorry about it, Kimchi, but it just didn't work. Thankfully, two other queens were worse. Because the other two pairs that they put together, you couldn't really put them with anyone else because that was a perfect match. Derek and Bob. Oh yeah, they gonna sling some mud, and they did. They did. They went in. In fact, Bob made Derek seem crazy as hell, and Derek actually played it off. Why? Because Derek Barry's desire to win is a lot stronger than his lack of talent. I know, shade. Oh well. And yeah, it was a political smear campaign type of thing. And Bob just, Bob. I'd vote for you, I would. I really would. But I'm not American. Shame. Derek. Yeah, that was good. That was real good. And you shady. You's a shady bitch. But in this particular episode, being a shady bitch is a good thing. But damn, girl. And next up is poor Kimchi and Naomi. Naomi, you did a lot better than I thought you would, to be perfectly honest. Kimchi, you just, you're too nice. That's yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You can't seem to be shady against your friends. I can, but that's just me. And then along comes Thorgy Thor and Chi Chi. Chi Chi, you could have been a little bit more feminine. You could have really dragged her through some mud. Drag her through the muck and mire, dear. Cause yeah, that's what this show is all about. Thorgy, yeah, get out of your head. It turned into the now back to me show. But yeah, and unfortunately for Chi Chi, they weren't judging them individually. They were judging them as teams, and the team did pretty bad, really bad. So Miss Chi Chi DeVane had to lip sync against Miss Thorgy Thor, who, yeah, just piles and piles of negativity this entire episode. Yeah. You said that it would be Chi Chi and Derek? Wrong, dear. Uh, and this is another draggedy song that is the epitome of drag and vag. From this coming from a hag. And Thorgy, you were automatically at a disadvantage because in all of history, ain't no black girl, biological or psychological, lost any challenges doing this song. Because we know this song. We know the feels behind it. We know the emotions behind it. We know its backstory. We know its causes. We know what must be done. And you didn't. Chi Chi, you gave me life. And those beads falling off of you, that just gave it a little bit more drama. Just a little bit more drama than you had already applied. Oh my God. I lived for your performance. I lived for the lip sync. And yes, these are real. Yeah, I was living for the lip sync. So, Thorgy, who complains whenever she sees anyone else winning, complains whenever she sees anybody not stepping up according to her perspective, complains at what everyone else is doing, claiming that anybody else would be going home. Bye, girl. You may be a good queen. Well, I personally didn't really like any of the runway looks that you brought. Edit. Just like you had to do with this challenge. Edit. Because, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Here doesn't help you much. Hell, be like Derek. There's nothing up there. So, that's episodes 2 to 7. My opinion on them. And as far as the runway looks goes, I think the best ones were among those on the 80s challenge. Kimchi, I don't know what that was, but wow. Wow. I couldn't look away. I didn't want to, but I had no idea what it was. And Acid Betty, was that a fish, a lizard, or what? It was amazing. And if it came down to just looks, you too would be the top 2. Because you are artists in drag, as far as this goes. And Acid Betty, when you're not impersonating anyone, you are an excellent actor, an excellent performer. Just lay off the celebrity impersonations, okay? One episode, the runway anyway, that I'm pretty sure made everyone sick was the Madonna runway on Snatch Game. Kimono, no you didn't. If I had seen one other queen doing a kimono, I would have changed my shit. But 4 of you? Really? It's Madonna. How? Oh. Even though her expiration date is well past, she has had more quintessential looks than any other celebrity ever. And 4 of you did a goddamn kimono. Kimono. Ugh. Kimchi? You can't dance worth a damn, but and your acting's a little shaky, but you can improve. Like you said, you've only been doing this for 2.5 years. You were an Instagram queen, but I really see after all of this, I really see Kimchi and Bob going far. Hopefully, Kimchi will step up the acting just a little bit. Take direction just a little bit better. Because, yeah, it just didn't work this time. But I did get the idea, though. You can't trust a skinny bitch. But, yeah. That was my opinions on episodes 2 to 7. Let's see if I will have anything to say on... How many do we have now? 5 queens left? episodes 8, 9, 8 to 10. No, actually, I think we only got 2 left. Huh. Because episode 8, we'll get rid of 1, so we're down to 4. Episode 4 will be, well, episode 4 will be the video. And then vote. Let's see who does it. And I mentioned this before in the I Had Fun video, but I went to the Rupaul's Drag Race Afterparty in Glasgow. I meant to go to the actual show, but the tickets were sold out and I didn't know they were sold out. I just bought a ticket, not knowing what it was. And then there was a travel issue and an issue with the hotel, so I was late anyway, so I would have missed it. But I did get to see 3 of the queens. 2 of which I actually wanted to see. There was Jinx Monsoon, Sharon Needles, and Adore Delano. And they weren't in drag, they were doing sing-alongs, which they weren't supposed to be doing a performance anyway, so it worked. It worked for what it was. Absolutely gutted that I could not see Katya. But oh well. And Jinx downed a very full plastic cup of alcohol about that wide around and that tall in a minute, which would explain her obscure as hell song choice for the sing-along. She picked Life on Mars by David Bowie. Nobody knew the words. We liked the song, but nobody knew the words. And Hopelessly Devoted to You from Grease. Again, nobody knew the words. And I didn't particularly like that song when I was a child and watched the movie. Okay. You could have picked Summer Lovin'. We could have at least gone, you know? Adore Delano picked Purple Rain, which, again, is a somewhat obscure song, but at least we can sing the chorus. It's only 2 words, repeated. And Sharon Needles, I loved your take on the sweet transvestite. I do. There was a lot of stunt shows and shenanigans in this particular after party, because the hosting queens decided to have lip sync battles among the audience. Now, the key words to this, children, is lip sync. Your lips are supposed to be moving in sync with the songs. About 3 or 4 of these bitches didn't even bother with lip syncing. Most of it was a dance-off. People were spinning around like nutcases, not properly doing this stuff you see on RuPaul's Drag Race. Just, they were drunk. So there is no coordination, no balance, nothing like that. So it was a mess. You had people spinning, kicking randomly, thankfully not kicking anybody. Somebody lost their shoe on the stage. A lot of girls and guys doing the splits. And a lot of these girls, let's face it, this is Glasgow. A Glasgow club, pretty much. It's Glasgow. So a lot of these bitches were wearing mini dresses, mini skirts. Mini, meaning when you do a split, I don't want to see it. Cause you're, one of them flashed us. And people trying to do death drops, but looked more death-defying drops, because, health and safety was nowhere to be found in this club. And there was not much the queens could do about it, because you invited these drunken idiots on stage who have watched far too many episodes of Drag Race where the dancing queen wins. So, that's what happens. So yeah, there was actually booing at one point, and Adore was one of the queens on stage while they were booing. She says it was rude. I say it was kind of deserved, because neither of them actually lip-synced. They danced. We don't want to see you dancing. We want to see your lips moving. You can put dancing with it, but we want to see your ass. Now me, I went up and did one too. And yes, I actually fucking lip synced. I may have had a couple of drinks, but this was moving. Because, yeah, I have hypermobility. My joints aren't all that hot down below. So I wouldn't dare I wouldn't dare do all that dancing and spinning and kicking that the girl next to me was doing. I kept looking over, I kept giving her the side eye because, bitch, you stay on that side of the stage. Don't be kicking me. Don't hit me with your flying elbow. Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why I won. Them looks on my faces. Yeah, and the fact that I was actually moving my mouth. I knew the words. I knew the song. I knew the feels behind it. I'm old. So playing respect, I got this. But yeah, end of the night my feet were killing me, but I had a blast. And I took a couple of clips. Just a couple. I even took one of Sharon on stage on my phone. The sound was absolutely crap, but I got it. Thank you for watching, if you've been watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully I'll get some. If you want to know what I did with my face, I like to use my Arbonne Cosmetics because they're completely vegan certified and healthy for you. Good for the skin, which is a good thing because I'm at a certain age where you want to take care of your skin. RE9 for those of you who have gotten a few lines in there. Just saying. Two of the products I'd really like to bring up in this video, which help me put my face on and take it off. The CC cream, and to take it off, the hydration mask by FC5 range. My face only took 20 minutes to put on. You know how it is, ladies. You can never get that stuff off. This cream works miracles. Yes, you have to put it on a technically clean face, but your face is never really clean after makeup. Oh boy. It's like a lovely spa treatment. Put it on, wait 10 minutes, rub it in, take it off. The link is in the box below. And I enjoyed making this video. It took me several hours, which is why my lips are still pink, because funny enough with me, when I put on any kind of lipstick, it tends to stain. Looks cute though. Bye. I should look this way.
Genuine as fuck. Genuine as fuck.
So here's the thing. Now, Nick,
Je take the stage, my friend.
can you stay with me?
I'll stay right here.
Can you stay with me?
I'm
Hi, everyone. Can I tell you the honest truth? Can I spill the tea? Here's the thing. We have to get in our fucking tour bus at 6 a.m. No, 6 a.m. And you know what that normally means? It normally means fuck the after party. No! Hold on.
But what does it mean tonight, James?
But tonight?
Tonight! For one night only!
For one night only. Because the party planner was smart enough to throw the party in the same.
Yeah.
So what I would really like to do, with you, Glasgow, what I would like to do is for us to have a sing-along. So I've chosen a song. I'm going to lead the sing-along, but I want you guys to sing along. Okay?
Are you not going to sing with us?
If anyone asks, Jinx did not perform at the end of the night for the improv thing. No, Jinx did not do that. What Jinx did was Jinx led a spirited sing-along between her and her Glasgow audience.
I want Glasgow to please come on,
Babes.
Yeah,
If you think that, what's her name, baby? Who? Heather?
Hello.
If you think Heather will make some noise.
I'm going to take please come on.
And what's your name?
Kieran?
Keelan?
Kieran.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say it, 'cause I don't know how to speak.
Hey, this is Kieran on the right outside. Are you hearing that? There's booze in here.
Why are you guys booing so much? It's so rude.
Right, but we need to say a little bit more time for Hannah.
We just ask politely for whoever is in the middle. People forward.
Can we all take one step, 2 steps back to the
Push
stage?
your heart and motion.
Please, because this girl was kneeling on the stage. Can we all just take a
Beautiful
step
people
back?
deserve to be crushed. You need to move back, please.
I'm definitely, I don't see anybody moving.
You good?
One step back. There is people down the front here. If you can see them or if you can't, they are here. I know. She's about 4 foot fuck all, so they especially against that stage. Bless her.
Accent. We have a friend on stage.
Oh, she wait. Oh, God, I'm nice. Wow. Next thing, I think we're going to have an impromptu performance.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Just for fun, I would love to sing one of my favorite songs for you guys, if you guys would let me, yeah?
You're all happy. Sing along. Sing along. Next thing, you tell us what